So, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and today I will be doing kind of like a continuation of my reverse platinum empties, which is basically where I was trying to use up $500 worth of product, and if you didn't know, you need to spend $500 or more, up to $1,200 at Ulta in order to hit platinum status. But I decided to continue doing this project because I've already used up over $500 worth of product, and honestly, if I had known that I had hit like reverse rouge, if I had known I had hit reverse platinum, I would have been so much more excited than I was. I wasn't excited at all. But when I was editing, that's when I was like calculating everything and I was like, oh, oops. So yeah, but today I'm going to be continuing that. So I'm going to try to hit reverse rouge, which is basically $1,000 worth of product. So rouge is for Sephora, and I didn't want to do reverse diamond because that's $1,200, and I was already struggling to make just like $90 a month. So I figured that reverse diamond was impossible. So I'm doing rouge instead, which is $1,000, and I have a pretty big basket today. Like, this is pretty heavy, and I'm like surprised. So there's quite a bit of skincare in here as usual, and then there's also some makeup. So I'm just going to get started with, I guess, whatever I see. So the first item is this Crabtree and Evelyn avocado and basil, avocado, olive and basil ultra moisturizing hand therapy lotion, I guess. This was an okay lotion. Like, I bought this from Costco in 2018 in December, when, you know, Costco has their like gift sets for the holidays. It's nothing special. Like, I prefer EOS over this, and if you want something super moisturizing, then I would recommend the Trader Joe's hand lotion. Moving on, I have the Revolution Skincare London Night Restore Oil, and this has squalene and even primrose oil. So I actually got 2 of these at the beginning of the year, and so this is my first bottle. I'm working on a second bottle. I actually didn't like this at first, but I feel like over time I actually really did enjoy this. Like, it's an oil, but it doesn't feel heavy on my skin, and like it actually feels like nourishing, not moisturizing, but nourishing. So yeah, I really like this, and I feel like I actually have less oil on my face in the morning because of this. So I'm gonna finish that bottle up. But someone told me that Makeup Revolution, which is basically, I guess, the sister brand of this, they are just as bad as ColourPop with like releasing constantly. So I need to double check on that because I am trying my best to be anti-fast fashion. So if this brand is like that, then I'm just going to not use this anymore, which would be really sad because I actually really do enjoy this. Oh, and you have, like, this is like an online only type of product, which also sucks. So if this is like fast fashion, then I'm definitely not going to be repurchasing this because I hate buying things online. Next, I have the Etude House All Finish Mascara Cleaner. This is basically a mascara remover. I use the Heroine Make Kiss Me mascara, and those things are notoriously hard to remove. So you need a mascara remover essentially to get it all off. But I really like it. Like, it lengthens your lashes, it stays all day, and it is super waterproof. Like, you can shower with them on and it won't come off. Like, the rest of your makeup will, but that like mascara will just stay on. So yeah, this worked. It's not like super fast, so I would just leave it on for a minute or 2 and then wipe it off with the rest of my eye makeup. And yeah, I didn't exactly use this up, but it's been like 6 months, so I figure now is a good time to get rid of it because it does go near your eyes and it goes back into this tube, so who knows like how much bacteria is in there. Next, I have the Trader Joe's Ultra Hydrating Gel Moisturizer with aloe and green tea extract. This is my favorite moisturizer. It's actually like, well, okay, maybe one of my favorite moisturizers. I have like two. This is like more of a moisturizer that I would use year round. This beat out my original holy grail, which was the Nature Republic Super Aqua Max Combo Watery Cream, and I've been buying that for like the past, how old am I? For the past 6 years, and I've used up so many jars of that. But this is much more affordable. It is only a couple of milliliters smaller, but it is about half the price, so I think it's worth it. And I can get this locally versus the Nature Republic one. This feels like moisturizing but not heavy on your skin. Like it's like a very light moisturizer, almost like you have a little sheen, like a little layer of water on your skin. And I use this one at night in the summer, but in the winter I would use this both in the morning and at night, because in the summer I need my like makeup to not look so greasy, and I feel like this doesn't exactly help with that, so I have a mattifying moisturizer for the morning. Moving on, I used up this pack of pimple patches, and I did repurchase the Cosrx ones, not these ones, so I think I paid like $8 more for like a smaller pack. Anyway, I really like these, and people who say these don't work are definitely using this wrong. You can't just put it on a pimple. It has to be open. Like, you tried to squeeze that thing, which is good for me because I'm always trying to like squeeze my pimples, which is not good for your skin, but like effective for this. So once you get like an opening and you think you've drained everything, but like you can still feel a bump, you just place this over and it sucks the rest of it out. It is so gross, but so satisfying to see it like, you know, come out of your skin. And so basically it's like kind of clear but not exactly clear. You can definitely tell when like the pus is coming out of your skin though, because it turns like white. I'm trying to do all my skincare first and then going on to makeup. So this is a Project Pan spoiler, so but I know a lot of people don't watch these, so I don't really care, but I'm just letting you know. This is the Bioderma Purifying Cleansing Micellar Solution for combo / oily skin. I finished this up. I'm on my second bottle of this before I open up my favorite micellar water. So yeah, I would use this in the mornings to wash my face, because instead of using like soap and water, because I do not like washing my face with water in the morning. I feel like I splash everything everywhere, and with this it's just like go on a cotton pad and you just wipe your face and you're good. Do it twice if you feel like the cotton pad's too gross. But I live in California as well, which is prone to droughts, so the less water I can use, the better. So there's that. Oh, it's an okay micellar water. I grew to be okay with it over time, but I definitely prefer my Jeju sparkling water, micellar water from Nature Republic instead. Next, I finished up an eye cream. This is the Innisfree Jeju Orchid Eye Cream. I've heard so many good things about this, but honestly, I can't tell. And I don't remember, because this thing has been in this bucket for a while. Like basically since basically since my last empties, I put this in, like I finished a few days later, so yeah. I think I'm going to repurchase this though, just because I feel like my current eye creams are too expensive. Like the current eye creams that I'm looking at are a bit expensive. So I've been looking at the Tatcha one, and the one that I'm using up right now costs $60 as well, and it's the same size as this. But I feel like it's not really doing anything, so I'm just going to go back to this one. I feel like this targets concerns that, more of the concerns that I have rather than the $60 one. Okay, so I finished another hand cream. This is the Trader Joe's Marula Ultra Moisturizing Hand Cream. So this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. So Trader Joe's does sell something like this, but it's in like a bigger tube. Like I think it's 3 ounces instead of 1. And this came in a pack of 3 for $8. So I'm just gonna divide it 8 by 3 to get the value of this. It came with an avocado one, which I'm working on, and then a coconut one, which I will not work on because I hate the smell of coconut. So yeah, this is very moisturizing and thick. I feel like it's best when you apply it after you wash your hands, because if you let your hands dry, like if I just put it on my hands right now, I would feel like it's too greasy. So yeah, that's a tip. Always put on heavy moisturizers after you wash your hands, because it, like, especially if you think they feel greasy. I finished up one of these rice soft scrub mask wash offs. I'm not going to show you the top because it's absolutely disgusting. Actually, I'm like flashing you the top left and right. So this is one of my favorite masks. A little does not go a long way. You need to use quite a bit. So it's easy to use up if you remember, but I just kept forgetting. So yeah. in the end, I had to like remind myself, like, hey, you haven't done the mask in like 4 days, you should do this in the shower. So I would leave this in the shower because it's just so much easier to wash off in the shower. And I only do masks on the days I wash my face, which means I will probably be using the one in the shower tonight. And yeah, I really do like this mask though. I feel like whenever I use this, I can tell a visible difference in my skin. Like, it's much softer and brighter, which is it's a scrub. So yeah, I just put this all over my face and then like go about washing the rest of my body. And then before I wash it off, I like massage it into my like face a little bit and kind of like scrub it, and then yeah and then I wash it off and it feels really nice. So I used up the Nature Republic Moist Mist. This is the Argan Essential Moist Mist. I know there's still a little bit at the bottom, but like it is not coming out, and it's also really white and milky, and this bottle has so much condensation on it. I'm not going to tip this into my other bottle of this that I have. Honestly, I'm not sure if this does anything or not, but I'm like always used one of these, so I feel like if I stop, I'll notice a difference. You know, it's like one of those products. And my hair has just gotten so thick recently because I don't know how. I think it's because I switched my products up, and also because I was doing like undercuts for the past 3 years, that my hair had like time to recover from just everything I did to it before. So yeah, I guess I just won't stop using this. I use this on the days I wash my hair. So basically after I dry my hair a little bit with a towel and it's still like damp but not dripping, I'll spray this in my hair and then just let it air dry. So yeah, I've heard that using like argan oil is supposed to make your hair dry faster. I don't know how true that is because my hair does not dry fast anymore. Like, it used to dry in half an hour, and now like 3 hours later it'll still be damp, which is so annoying. So the last skincare item is the Clean It Zero cleansing balm. This is the original one by Banilla Co. This is the biggest size as well, but I've used up one of these before. I'm on my last jar of this and I'm really sad because I really like this, but fortunately Ulta does carry this, and I've seen it at my local Ulta, so I can just get it from there. But I know they don't come in like sizes like this anymore, so I might consider something else. I like this because it's less messy than an actual oil, and I use this right before I hop into the shower. I don't like using this on my eyes though because it does blind me temporarily. Like, your vision becomes very blurry. You can kind of see the outlines of things, but nothing's like in focus. So yeah, I don't like using this on my eyes. I only use this on like the rest of my face. And now we get into the makeup. There's honestly not a lot of makeup. There's not a lot of products, but this thing was very heavy. I feel like there's a lot of products compared to previous updates though. Okay, starting off with the first thing I grabbed. I know I didn't do like a formal finale for this, but I feel like I did film the finale and everything, but I feel like this palette just has to go. and it is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spiced Palette. This is what mine looks like. So yeah, it's like, I don't know how to describe this. I just don't love this anymore. I actually really hate it. And there was shades I was considering saving, like these 3 brown shades. I didn't want to keep these 2 like purple shades because they just didn't work for me. So I really actually liked the shade Oh Snap right here, and like that was one of the main reasons why I wasn't going to get rid of this palette. But then I found a dupe for it and another palette which was behind me. So I was like, you know what, I can just let go of this. Like, I'm sick of seeing it. It's taking up space. I literally am only like saving it for that one shade. So I'm just gonna get rid of this. Yeah, it doesn't make me happy seeing this anymore, so might as well just get rid of it. And even though I'm on a replacement only no buy, I don't think I'm going to replace this palette with something else just because I feel like that's really dumb. I have a lot of like neutrals in my collection already. Oh yeah, so if you do see this palette, don't get it. Like, it sucks. There was a lot of fallout from the like metallic shades, and I just feel like the darker shades were definitely patchy. And yeah, it was just really hard for me to work with. This is another Project Pan spoiler, but I did finish up one of my bronzers, so, oh god, I can't even open it. Okay, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Palette in the shade Caramel Toffee. I am trying to open this, but I'm also trying not to snap my nail off. So this is what it looks like. It's finally done. I am glad I tried this product. I feel like, you know, in another life, I would have repurchased this, but I am not like a huge bronzer person anymore. Like, I was really into bronzer in 2019. Yeah, I was really into bronzer in 2019. Right now it's blush, so I'm going to be getting rid of this. I mean, well, it's used up, and I don't think I would be repurchasing this. I did enjoy it while I had it, but if I'm not going to use like half of this product, then there's no point in buying it. Next, I finished up another one of the Urban Decay All Nighter setting sprays. This is my 3rd empty of this. I'm working on my 4th bottle right now, and then I have 3 more full-sized backup, 3 more XL backups, which is basically over double the amount of product that you get in here. So I don't need a setting spray for a very long time, and I do really like this. This is my favorite setting spray that I've ever tried, and I've only really tried like 3 different setting sprays. I've tried 2 from Wet n Wild and then 1 from e.l.f. So this is definitely the winner. It just really does keep your makeup in place all day. I finished up 2 primers, but this is one of them. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Jelly Face Primer, and this wasn't terrible especially if I paired it with my powder. But this is definitely for someone with dry skin, and I have oily skin, so this wasn't like the best primer for me. But I bought it, but I bought it and I wanted to use it up because, you know, I just don't like wasting product, and it's just okay for me. So I just decided to use it up. It wasn't hard either. Okay, and the second primer I used up is this mini Matcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas primer. I really liked this actually. I have the full size of this, so I paid not full price for it. I got it at a discount of like 15% off. It felt nice on my skin, it smelled nice, and when I used my powder with this primer instead of the jelly primer, it just looked so much better. So that's why I decided to buy the full size, but I don't know if I'll repurchase the full size again if I use it up, just because I want to lessen the number of products that I use. So I'm going to see if I can't just use like, you know, a sunscreen that's mattifying instead of just primer, because my primer is literally just to like fill in my pores and or mattify my skin, or it's mostly for mattifying my skin because I don't feel like there's a problem with my pores, but if it also fills in my pores, that's like a bonus. Here is another Project Pan spoiler. I finished the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I'm going to give you a warning right now. This thing looks really gross, but this is what it looks like. Okay, maybe it's not as bad as I initially thought. So mine looks a little bit different. I know when you do use one of these up completely, that the bottle is actually not see-through, it's still opaque, and a lot of product is stuck to the sides. So what I did was, because I was using this essentially as body lava, I cracked it open and then poured sunscreen and some oil into here. Like, I actually used some of this, like some face oil into here, and then I shook it up and it turned into this. So it looked a lot more gross before. It looked like a blended hamburger. That's what it looked like. And especially with the oil separating, oof, that was really gross. But yeah, I won't repurchase this in the future. It's very expensive, and I feel like next time I want to buy a highlighter from Becca, because I know they're known for their highlighters, it will be a powder highlighter. I used up another highlighter, and this is, well, I guess it's kind of like a giveaway, but not really. So this is the Wet n Wild Golden Flower Crown Mega, like it's one of their Mega Glow highlighters. I did repress this into another container, but I used it up officially, and there was a blush in here that I did repress, which is why there's like pink all over it, and I just got rid of the blush. It was just way too pigmented for me, and it looked very ashy. It looked very strange on me, and it looked like, yeah, ashy, I guess is a word for it. It just didn't look like blush. It looked like powder on my cheeks. So I ended up just getting rid of my Franken blush, and so now I have this empty container again. And I'm just putting it in here to illustrate the fact that I did finish up a Mega Glow highlighter. And I did buy another one, so to replace it, because I realized that my other highlighters kind of suck. Okay, wow, there's a lot of powder at the bottom. I also finished up this Laka lipstick. I finished this up last month, so it's not much of a surprise. This I just choked on nothing. This is just a mini. I believe I paid either 10 cents or 1 cent for this. I can't remember. I was at Olive Young in Korea, and the shade is Mia. I really like this. If I was in Korea, I would buy it again, but because I have to buy it online, and I don't like online shipping because of all the resources it takes for it to get from like the origin destination, usually like a warehouse, to your front door. Like, you know, if it goes to a store, it saves so many more resources, because the last mile, like the last leg of the trip from like, you know, the airport to your door costs the most amount of money. So I could do like a whole thing explaining it, but now's not the time and place for that. So yeah, if I'm in Korea or I have someone who's going to Korea, I would definitely ask them to pick one up for me, or 2 or 10. They're really good. It's a matte lipstick, but it's very moisturizing because it's a gel formula, and the company stands for just, you know, inclusivity. So I really like that. Another lip product I finished up is the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in the shade Red the Scene. This is what it looks like. Well, or is this color, I guess. I have replaced it with a much more bougie lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury, but this is a very comfortable lip formula. this is also a gel lip formula, so I guess I just really like gel products. And this is very long lasting, and you know, I'd always have that ring around my mouth of like red lip liner after I ate, because it would just not wear off the outside part of my lips, versus like my current lipsticks. If I eat anything, all of it comes off. But this is pretty long lasting. It's very comfortable as well, and to be honest, I use this as a lipstick, not just a lip liner. I don't really line my lips to be honest, because I don't like that whole trend, and I just wanted something that was smaller than a lipstick, and this fit the bill. It was perfect, except for the fact that I can't repurchase this because it's in plastic packaging. So I wish Wet n Wild would make their packaging like wooden. Like if they put this in a wooden pencil, I would be so happy, because then it would be much better for the environment. So maybe I'll email them after this or something like that. I really like this formula though. And the last product I finished up is actually a mascara. This is the Heroine Make Volume Control Mascara. I love this mascara. This one specifically. I feel like in the future, if I see more of these, I'll definitely get them. Although it didn't last very long, I must say. Like I noticed that this probably lasted me about 2 months. I noticed that like even as I had it turned to full volume, it was not giving me full volume. So I opened a new bottle of mascara and discovered that yeah, this is like running out of product. And people have said that this does run out of product pretty quickly, which is a little sad, but this is so good. I love this one. So at the bottom there's actually like little dials. So right now it's set to natural, but then there is volume, and then there is full volume. Yeah, okay, the middle one doesn't have a name, but basically there's an arrow. You see this, and it lines up. If it would focus. I'm turning it the wrong way. So you can just turn the arrow at the bottom. And most of the time, honestly, I would have it set to full volume just because that's what I prefer my lashes to be like, because they are pretty short and abysmal. So I would have it set to full volume, and this gave me more volume than any of the other Heroine Make mascaras. So yeah, I have a black one of this, and I'm probably going to use that within like the next 3 months or so, because these I do use up these pretty quickly. I use them daily, so that also didn't help. But I really like this, and I feel like this is hard to find, and I know it retails for $30-something, but I got it for $13. So if I can find it again, I'll definitely repurchase it, because these are so good. And like especially just the ones in this packaging, the volume control one, you should get this one. And it does work. It's not like gimmicky. Like this controls like how much product gets onto the brush, instead of the brush controlling, like instead of you trying to control the brush and like turn it to get like, oh, this is a smaller size, so it'll give me less volume. It's like the amount of product that comes on the brush. I think it like squeezes it to get like product off, and then like loosens to let more product into it. I don't know how it works, but it actually does work. Like you can see a major difference when you have it set to full volume and when you have it set to natural. So yeah, it's not gimmicky. I was really surprised, and like pleasantly surprised when I found that out. So yeah, I'm gonna put the total somewhere here, but I think it's over $300, and wow, that puts me at like $800. So I'm sitting pretty, and I think I actually could have done reverse diamond, but reverse rouge it is, and we'll see. If I hit reverse rouge within the next 2 months, I may do reverse diamond, but we'll see. Everything's up in the air right now, because like I'm not sure if we're staying in this apartment or if we're moving in a few months. And yeah, anyway, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this video and miniature reviews, I guess. If you have any questions, you can definitely ask me in the comments or something like that. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!